sound like some super hip theme music right here. On my super fly shit.
Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? Welcome to another episode of Smooth Customs. And as you can tell, I got my beanie out because it's starting to get a little chilly. But today I'm excited because I'm gonna be doing the Starlight headliner on the Lexus LS400. Yes. Now, let's just get to it. Well, you already know what I did. I went on good old eBay and I found myself the cheapest Starlight kit that I could find. Now, this kit right here is 300 strands of fiber optics. But other than the fact that it was the cheapest kit, what made me choose this is that it came with a very small motor or light module, whatever you want to call it. It's the smallest one. It's not a huge box. So hopefully I can pull it off. This one right here is small enough so it should tuck really good behind the C-pillar. Some of the other ones with huge boxes, people have trouble finding the places for them. Anyways, so that right there, 40 bucks, and something else that I'm adding to it. And this is an ambient light kit that I got for about 14 bucks off of eBay. Now, people usually use this to do trim outlines on the dash, but I'm gonna use it to outline the headliner. Hopefully that looks good and I can pull it off. Now, either way, adding both of these things together still makes it the cheapest Starlight kit on YouTube that I can think of. I mean, I searched. I saw a lot of videos of people doing Starlight headliners, but I did not see anybody do a step-by-step on actually removing the headliner. So hopefully this video helps you guys out and I can pull it off. So let's get to work. Okay, the best way to get the seat belt out is pulling this back right here. There is a 14mm bolt that comes out. Once that comes out, you'll be able to pull the seat belt out of this, and this can come out. Now this center piece, well, I should say rear view mirror piece, right? It's a little deceiving because it's on here like this. So you have to get something deep in here. Like, you know, I used this pry tool and I got it in as far as I could because you need to unsnap these. Once those unsnaps, this comes out and then you can get the two bolts, two screws that are holding it up right there. Alright, once the visors and the rear view mirror are out, this part of the headliner just pulls out this way and comes out. That easy. Okay, so right here I am just peeling off the fabric off, and the foam seems to be in pretty good condition. This actually started sagging once I removed the visors, so it's a good thing that we're rewrapping it. We're gonna spray some glue on this, keep this foam, and then rewrap it. Okay, so these tabs have to come out right here for the headliner. Yeah, these little black tabs. There's 3 of them on each side, and then I think you just pull this out. Okay, here's the trick. You're gonna slide the headliner forward. This tab in the middle holds it in. And there's a couple of Velcro pieces there. And there's these tabs. So once you take the tabs off the back part, you push it forward and it unsnaps. Then you put the front seats down and then you slide it out just like this. Look at that. And it's out. All right, now I gotta rip this gray headliner off and wrap it with the suede. Okay, sorry guys, I needed both hands for this, so I couldn't record. And setting up the tripod on the outside, you weren't gonna be able to see what was going on. So the entire sunroof had to come out in order for me to get the sunroof cover off. Now, that was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it was 10 bolts total, 10 millimeters to bring this down. I highly suggest that you do it with a friend. Solo, I was trapped under this thing. All right, next thing is you're gonna be removing these small Phillips heads. There's 2 here, 1 there, 2 in the middle, and then 2 on these sides along the track. That should allow you to lift up this just enough to slide out the sunroof. Now I need both hands, so I just want to show you. That's what has to happen for you to remove this sunroof cover so you can wrap it if you're doing the suede headliner. Alright, so I was able to slide this part off of the sunroof cover, and also let me show you real quick. So you're gonna have to undo these little water hoses, the clamps, and slide them off. There's 4 of them, 1 on every corner, so that'll come down. Alright, next step is I'm gonna have to rip off this headliner to do the suede. Okay, well, I got this sunroof panel all cleaned up. I use a spatula, it's around here somewhere. I use a spatula to kind of scrape off the excess foam that was glued on here. And then I hit it with some sandpaper, cleaned it off with some alcohol, and now it is ready for me to go ahead and suede liner it. I got my 3M headliner adhesive spray right here, and I have my headliner down here somewhere.
Food's ready.
Oh, okay. So now that I have my suede cut, I'm gonna go ahead and spray. Let's see. I have to spray this, and I don't have enough room. Let's see. All right. So, So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. Alright. Done. Alright, had to steam a couple of creases that were in there. Had to steam them out. Looks good now. Nice and neat. Hey.
Can I be in the
You want to be in the video? I mean, I'm done now. Come here. I just got done with this. Well, this part anyways. Because now I have to drill 300 holes on this thing.
300?
300. Yep, for
That's a lot.
the Starlight.
Are the holes going to be small, big?
Yeah, itty bitty little holes.
Itty
Tiny little holes all over this.
Like about this small.
Look at this small. Yep. So itty bitty little holes.
Like me?
Probably smaller. You're kind of big, kid.
Because I'm 8 years old.
Yes, because you're 8 years old.
I like
All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I'm gonna hit it back again tomorrow. All right, day one down. Say bye.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving, Daddy. I love you. Thank you. Man, we're getting there.
How are you going to make 300 holes by yourself?
Well, I've already made a lot. What?
How much do you think you made?
A lot?
What's the number, Dada?
I don't know, maybe 80?
I was thinking 200.
Not yet.
Or probably 100. Or probably 80, probably 90.
Alright, so what I've done here is I've separated the strands into sections. Since there's 300, I separated them into sections of 50. just to make it easier to sort things out, and I numbered them. I'm using a E6000 clear glue. I guess I could use a heat gun. Some people use a heat gun, but the problem is that there's a chance that you might burn the fiber optic, so I don't want to risk it. Now, of course, the heat gun is faster because it dries quicker, but the E6000 has like a 24-hour drying time, but I have no rush, less room for errors. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to wipe these pieces down, and I'm going to use some of this Duplicolor vinyl and fabric spray, and I'm going to go ahead and do a light coat first to get it tacky, wait a little while, and then add some more. All right. Okay, I'm losing daylight here, but I used the Duplicolor fabric spray to spray these parts and to spray this little, little visor, including this part, just because I didn't want to rewrap that. So hopefully it's not too noticeable in comparison to the suede, but you know, it's just a small piece, no big deal. All right, that's how you get it in. You gotta Jenga that sucker in there. All right, so what we have here is some Velcro that's attached to the sunroof here, there, and we have the other parts here on the headliner, and then there's this hook that goes into that spot right there. All right, so it's gonna be a little, unfortunately I'm doing this by myself, so it's gonna take 2 people, but I'm gonna do it by myself, and I won't be able to record it. And putting the camera on the outside, it's not gonna do much for you. Or you know what, let me try to set it up. Snap this in. Okay, they're snapped in. All right, perfect, we good. All right, that's snapped in. All right, we're doing good. Now, what we gotta do is plug it in and start trimming all these excess wires that are hanging. I'm hoping this doesn't affect it and I have enough room to put the panel back on. If not, I'm screwed. Oh, yeah, let's replace this. This is broken. I should probably take that off right there and put a new one. Whew. It's a lot of work, man. Let's do a color change. I like the purple. It look money. All right. Well, let me set you up right there. All right, let's start. Okay, so here is the accent lighting that I'm going to be adding to the edge right here in between the headliner and the panels, the pillar panels that go right here. So I already went ahead and zip tied it all the way down, and the module is right there, and here's the other side. And the power line is going all the way down there, and it's gonna connect with the Starlight headliner there. So that one's coming from back there, all the way there. All right, and the next part is I'm gonna put this panel in. This is this panel right here. So I put the dome lights, one step at a time. Good morning, y'all. So, yesterday, while I was doing this section of the headliner, you know, the battery died on my camera, which is probably a good thing because this shit kicked my ass. I couldn't get the tab on this side for the sun visor to line up, so then I decided to just leave it till later. Then I went on to doing the rear view mirror, which allowed me to discover that the panel was shifted over a little bit, so I had to pull it this way a little bit and forward, and then once I got the rear view mirror to line up, then I was able to line up the dome light. And then I was able to finally put the little tab on the other side. So, yeah. Let's see. So, all this was painted black. And, I got the A pillar / B pillars in now. And basically I don't believe that was caught on camera, because I think the camera had died and I just kept chugging along thinking I was recording. But all that's left is the panels for the C pillar and to hardwire this thing in, and then that should be it. This is the last and final step. Now, this is a little complicated and not for the faint of heart. I have 2 relays right here. They are 5, what do you call it? 5-prong relays or whatever. All right, so I have 2 of them. These are 30 amp relays, right? One relay is wired to the negative power, which is the green power of the courtesy light here, right? Under the car, you know, the courtesy light, that one, all right, the negative. And it's wired in a negative trigger. Now, on the other relay, which is that orange wire is wired to the parking lights. I basically like tapped into the light in the cigarette lighter, and so I just tapped into that. And then this red wire you see here is actually directly connected to the constant battery, and I added a fuse to it for safety. So these, all right, these are tucked in back here. Actually, yeah, tucked in back there, and we're gonna button this up. But the way it works is, let me turn the light off. All right, the way it works is, you see, I got all the panels back in, and basically, where are the keys at? All right, so basically, if I close the door, these will turn off, just like the courtesy lights. If you give it a few seconds, anytime now. There it is. All right, so they turn off, right? But as soon as I open the door, they're gonna come back on. Bam, there they are. As soon as I open the door, they come back on. And I got them, let me close the door. They're gonna go off again. There it is. And then if I turn on the parking lights, you'll see, there they go. They turn on. So dual function, that's what I wanted, because I didn't want to be digging around with a remote. And I don't know, what do you guys think about these? Let's see. Ooh, fancy. Like it. There we go. Look at that. It's pretty crazy, huh? All right, well, there you have it. I have successfully wrapped the headliner in suede, minus the sun visors. Those will be wrapped at a later date, once I find somebody to do it correctly and for a good price. And, well, as you can see, I was successful in doing the Starlight headliner. My thoughts on the whole thing is, I love how it turned out, but let's be honest, it was a little bit of a bitch. Yeah, things that I've learned from it is definitely skip the E6000 glue. Just go with the hot glue gun. It'll be faster. A lot of the time was spent just waiting for the glue to dry, and that made the process even longer. Other things that I learned is, though the 2-meter strand worked, it didn't leave too much length for error. I had to only leave about, what, like 5 inches of excess on one side, on the underside, for me to cut, which is fine, but I've seen other people leave way longer. I think obviously 3 meters is gonna give you more of a room for error. Also, the 2 meters work just fine with this Starlight kit that I use, because it has a really small light driver. You know, it's about the size of a flashlight, and it was able to fit without any issues right in the C-pillar. But if you're gonna be using one that have the dual projectors on it, or a huge box, then you're gonna need 3 meters, because that box is gonna have to go somewhere in the trunk, either under the rear deck lid, or somewhere in the wheel well behind the covers, you know. Anyways, yeah, and then 300 is not enough. I mean, if you have a two-door car, you know, with a sunroof, 300 might be enough, but no. For the LS, I highly recommend 400 strands. Now, my 300 strands ended up turning into somewhere around 360 because I was short like about 8 strands. And so when I messaged the seller, they sent me out an additional 50 strands, which they were actually 3 meters. So they were longer than the 2 meters that I had. And I was able to, you know, fill in what I was missing. Plus, I was able to add back extra strands in there because I had so much length left over. So let's see. So that is another thing is get ready because this took me like 5 days. It's 5 days of work. Now, subtracting the fact that I had to paint the leather panels and wrap the headliner in suede, just the Starlight portion of it took me 3 days. It was my first time doing it, and part of the reason was because I was waiting for the E86 glue to dry. So the process is sped up by using a hot glue gun. So it could be done in 2 days, especially if you have somebody to help you. It makes it easier. Nothing else I can think of. Well, I hope you guys learned from my mistakes and learned something from this video. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and hope to catch you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Take care. Peace.